guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take us through a full body workout. For today's props, we're going to need a ball, set of weights, a block, and one slider. Feel free to take your break throughout the video whenever you need. Pause me, grab a sip of water. I take breaks throughout too when I'm filming. I just chop up the breaks so that the video isn't so long, but I take breaks as well, so feel free to take your break throughout the video as well. And we're going to get started right away with our stretch, and we're going to get right into it after that. So you're gonna meet me on your mat. You're folded in half. Soles of your feet are down on the ground. Can you have your fingertips or even your palms flat down on that mat? Feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. Maybe here you even feel a stretch in your back. I'm gonna walk both my hands over to the left side of my mat here, feeling that stretch in my right side body. And bringing both my hands over now to the right side of the mat, feeling that stretch in the left side body. Breathing into the side of my ribs here on the left side. Walking my hands back through the middle. I'm going to grab onto the back of my ankles and try to pull myself more in half here. I'm thinking of sending my nose to my knees. Slight bend in the knees here if we need. From here, my hands are going to hit my mat, and I'm going to walk myself out into a full plank. So I want to stop when my shoulders are over my wrist and my bum is in line with my back here. On my exhale, I shift that bum back up to the sky. On my inhale, I'm going to bring it back down into a plank. Exhale, shift. Inhale, forward. Shift. And forward. Moving at your own pace here. When you go back into that downward dog, can you think of drilling those heels down into that mat? I shift forward here in my plank. I'm going to pause, dropping my knees to the mat, getting those knees underneath those hips, getting those shoulders over top of my wrists. From here, I'm going to start with some cat-cows. On my inhale, I drop my tummy and open my chest. On my exhale, I'm going to pull everything under, belly button to spine. Flex that back. Inhale, drop to open. Exhale, let's pull everything under. Keeping that going, you're following the breathing pattern of the inhale when everything drops. The exhale, when you pull everything up and under. I just need to grab a hair clip here. Keeping that going, no? Finishing up that last one, you're gonna meet me on that mat with your neutral spine. We're gonna open up our shoulder blades here. Now I'm going to start with my right arm. On my inhale, right arm opens up to the sky. I open that chest and shoulder up here. Gaze is up at the sky. On that exhale, I thread that arm through, reaching it over to the other side. Shoulder and head come down to the mat. I'm pushing into the mat with my left hand here. Can I reach my left hand behind my back to open my shoulder and chest up even more? I'm reaching for my right inner thigh. Letting that go. Right hand opens back up to the sky. And let's set it back down. We're going to hit that left side. On my inhale, left arm opens up to the sky, chest and shoulder open. Exhale, let's thread it through, reaching for the other side. Shoulder comes down to the mat, pushing into the mat with that right hand to deepen that left shoulder stretch here, reaching those fingertips towards the wall in front of you. If you were to want some more, let's reach that right arm behind our back, opening our shoulder and chest up, reaching for my left inner thigh here. Right hand comes back down, left arm reaches up to the sky. Can we set that left arm back down on our mat? Okay, so now we're gonna get into the first series of class. So we're gonna need to grab those weights You're going to bring the weights into the middle of your mat. They're going to be in between your hands. You're not going to use them right away, but we're eventually going to get into the weighted work. So I just place them there for flow, so it flows in nice. Weights are here. You can have however heavy weights you feel is going to be best for you. I'm working with 8s today. You can do 5s, 3s, 2s. I'd say a 5 and an 8 are on the heavier side. A 2 would be on the lighter side. I'd say a 3 is a good weight to start with. So my hands are down on either sides of my weights. I'm going to extend my left leg back behind me. My right hand comes behind my head. This is my starting position with that left leg lifted. My right shoulder and elbow are in alignment. The front of my left leg is in line with the mat below me here. It's parallel. On my exhale, I'm going to connect my elbow and knee together. On my inhale, I'm going to open everything back up nice and long. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, send it long. In and out. Moving nice and slow here. Can you open yourself all the way back up when you open? When you curl it in, don't be afraid to flex that back. When we open up, though, we don't flare our tummy. Let's keep it tight. Belly button is pulled into that spine. I have us in this for 5 more seconds, then we're going to build in 4. You have 3. In 2. On 1, can you hold it open? Okay, so the first half is still the same. You connect that elbow and knee together. Opening yourself back up, you're going to pause. Can you drop your right elbow to the floor? Hold. Can you pull your left knee in towards your left arm? Leg goes all the way back out long. Right arm lifts back up. We're in our starting position. So it's a combination. First move, crunch. We open, then you have that elbow drop and that knee pull in. Feel the right outer glute. Start to feel it a little bit here. The supporting leg, so like that quad on the right there too is going to be feeling it as well. Feel your left obliques crunch as you pull that knee in. We're here for 5. That elbow's going to stay on the mat in 4, 3, 2, on 1. Here, meeting me here, we hold. Let's just focus on that left leg. Pulling it in and sending it back out long. Exhale, pull. Inhale, long. In and out. We have 5. 4. We come up in 3. We're going to grab a weight in 2 and 1. Can you bring it up? Right hand finds your weight. Left leg is still extended back behind you here. We're going to hit a row and a leg lift. So as I row my arm in, I lift that left leg up and then I lower that arm back down, lower that leg back down. I'm thinking of keeping that weighted arm close to the side of my body on that right side here. I'm thinking of keeping my hips nice and square. So both of my butt cheeks here are pointed to the sky. When you lift that leg up naturally, you're going to want to roll. We want to keep everything nice and squared off here. And back down. I'm going to turn on that right tricep in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, on 1, can you hold up? As you do that tricep kickback, can you bend that left knee? Bringing it all in, lower back down. So again, it's a combination. You roll the arm up, bringing hand and foot closer together, bringing it back down and in. We row, connect, release, and in. When I'm in this work here, I'm thinking of keeping that left quad parallel to my mat when I bend that knee. We have 5 seconds. In 4, right tricep is on. 3, weight's gonna find that mat in 2. Last one we finish up here, dropping that weight down. Now, you could let go of this weight or you could keep hanging on to it. You don't need it. I'm gonna let go of it. My left toes are tucked under. I'm gonna pull my right knee into my nose here. Now, when I come down, you want to think of this like a one-legged plank. So your bum is in line with your back, your leg is back out behind you. On your exhale, you pull your knee to your nose, curl your back, bum goes up to the sky. On your inhale, you float down into that plank. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lower. Pull. And out. Keep breathing here. We're going to delete that knee pull in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I bring it down. The knee connects to the mat. Left leg goes up. Can you hit that push-up? Toes will tuck. Right leg kicks back out behind you. It's in line with the bum. Keep your bum down. If you have a mirror beside you or close to you, look in the mirror. A lot of the time people will go for this. They go into a 3-legged like downward dog. You don't want to be here. You want to be in your plank. Knee drops, push up. That's why I'll cue it as a 1-legged plank, because then clients will know what to envision. We're here for 5. 4 seconds. 3, left arm finds the weight in 2, and 1, pause. Now, my left arm is going to find this weight. I'm also going to take my slider and bring it back to the back corner of the mat right here. It's ready for me when I'm going to need it in a second. We're here. Now, you still hit that push-up. You come up. Now, you have to rotate on that right knee. Your right knee is your pivot point. You rotate, opening yourself up. I'm trying to keep that top leg in line with my top butt cheek. Bringing it back down. Hit the push-up. Lift. Can you rotate to open? You can see every time I switch to face the mat, I rotate that knee. Every time I switch to face my side here, I rotate that knee. I'm here for 5. 4 seconds. And 3, can we stay open? In 2, on 1. Can we hold here? Now, as I tricep dip that arm, I bend that knee. As I extend that arm, I extend that leg. Bring it in and out. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're already close enough to that slider, you set your foot on the slider. I need to shift my body forward more because I'm not close enough to the edge of my mat here. And maybe I need to shift up a bit too because I'm tall. All right, I'm here. Maybe a little more. Now I'm ready. Okay, leg goes up, back down to find slider, pull it in, send it back long. Lift, lower, pull, and in. Lift, lower, pull, and in. Really pull that knee in when you bring that slider close. Crunch, back out long, legs up and down. I'm reaching that top arm to the sky. I'm in it for 5. I involve my arm in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, as I pull the slider in, I'm also going to crunch my arm in to meet that knee. Arm goes back out long, legs up, down. We crunch, back long, lift, lower, crunch, out, and up. You have 5. We're here for 4. 3 seconds, leg lift, deletes in 2. On 1, can we just connect to open? Connect to open. For 5, 4 seconds. Weight finds the floor in 3, 2, and 1. Weight comes down close to that bottom hand. I'm gonna lift myself up, it flows nice. You're right here. Now, when you're in this position, we need to think long and tall torso. Ribs are over hips. Whew. Left hand behind that head. Can you lean over to your right side, using your left obliques to pull you up tall? You lean, 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 lean. Crunch with the left obliques to pull. Extend, and then pull tight. The farther we lean, the heavier your weight, the harder this work is gonna be. You're in it for 5. You have 4. In 3, I'm gonna add a rotation. Keep staying tall. 2, and 1. I'm down. I rotate my chest towards my mat, bringing it back through center, and then I lift myself back up. So down, exhale, twist, inhale, open, back up high. Lean, twist, open, pull high. We have 5. Hold coming in 4. 3 seconds. 2, and 1. Let's just twist and open. Twist and open, finding length through that torso. You have 5 seconds. In 4. You're here for 3. Let's break in 2 and 1. Done. Okay, that's one side. Take your break, grab your sip of water, and I'm gonna meet you back on the mat, and we're gonna do the exact same thing other side. Okay, we're gonna go back in and hit the same thing, just the other side. So I'm back down on all 4s. This time my right leg extends back out behind me. Left arm's gonna come behind my head. I lift that right leg up back behind me. It's hovering, it's parallel to my mat. On my exhale, my elbow and knee connect. On my inhale, everything opens up back long. In and out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Crunch to open. You're thinking my hips are square, my tummy's not flared, my elbow on the left is in line with that shoulder. Energy through those right toes, they're being pulled towards that back door behind you. You have 5. We combo in 4, 3, 2, on 1. I still have my elbow knee connection. I open up. Can I drop my left elbow down to the floor? Pulling that right knee in towards right arm. Leg goes back long, lifting yourself up. We crunch. To open, elbows down, pull it in, back out long, and up. Crunch, open, tap, pull in. We're here for 5. Let's stay down in 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can stay down here on this elbow. Let's focus on that right leg pulling in and back. Pull and back. Feel that left leg begin to burn. 5 seconds. Can you load up a little bit more weight on that right arm? 4, 3, come up in 2, and 1. We're up. Weights in left hand. You're gonna hit that row in leg lift. We're here. As I row my arm, I lift my leg. Right up, back down and in. Lift to lower. Keeping that arm tight into my side, keeping the front of that right leg parallel to that mat when I lift it up. We're here for 5, 4 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. Can you hold that arm rolled in? Pause. Can we bend and extend here? Bringing it back in to lower. I'm bringing that hand and foot closer together here. My arm is shaking. Pull, kick, back down, and in. Up, kick, down, and in. You have 5. We're here for 4. 3, weight finds that mat in 2. 1, weights down, hands are both connected to floor. Right toes are tucked under. I'm going to curl that left knee in. Knee to nose here. When I float down into that plank, can I send that leg back out behind me nice and long? Pulling up here and down into plank. We extend. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lift. Pull the knee in. Lift that leg back behind you. You have 5. You're here for 4. 3 seconds. Delete your curl in 2. And 1. Knee connects to floor. Right leg's up. Let's push up. Toes tuck. Leg kicks out back behind me. Here. Push up. Tuck. And out. Back down. Push up. Extend. We're here for 5. 4 seconds. 3, 2, on 1. Right hand finds the weight. You're here. You're going to hit that push up and you're going to open up as well. Push up. Rotate. Can you open to the side? Lift that leg. Here. Don't flare that tummy. Ribs are over hips. Hand comes back down. We rotate. Push up. To open. We have 5. Let's stay open in 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Tricep extension, knee bends. Legs long, arms long. Bring it in. Send it out. You have 5. 4. 3 seconds. 2, and 1. Now, you're going to bring that slider over to the other side of your mat here. It's in the back corner. I need to move my mat a little bit so I have room. And we're going to get into that slider work here. So we're still on that side body. Slider is underneath that top leg. We're here. I'm going to pull that slider in, send it back out long, lift my leg up, down, pull, out, lift, lower, pull, and out. Crunch that knee in. You have 5. 4 seconds. Involve your arm in 3, 2, and 1. This time when I pull that knee in, I'm going to pull my arm in with it. Crunch, back out, lift, here. Crunch, up, lift, and here. Good. Crunching those top obliques when I pull that slider in. 5 seconds. We delete this leg lift in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg lift is deleted. It's just in and out, in, out, in, and out. You have 5, 4, 3, weight finds floor in 2, and 1. Foot's on mat, weight is down, bring her up, Hand is behind the head. Now you want to think long torso here. You're hitting that lean over to the left. Right obliques will pull you back up. Finding length through my torso as much as I can. Leaning over to the left as much as I can. Keeping that neck in line with your spine. You're not leaning like this. Keep it all in alignment. Protect your neck. Don't move too quick. Giving myself that. 5. I add the twist in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit that twist. We go down, twist, center, to bring back up. I lean, exhale, I'm gonna twist, inhale, bring it to center, and pull. 5 seconds. In 4, 3, let's stay leaned over in 2, and 1. Hold, just twist and center. Twist and center. To open. We have 5. In 4. 3 seconds, keep going, lean a little more. 2, 1, and done. Okay, first series is complete. Take your break, grab a sip of water. Meeting me back on the mat, we're gonna get into the second one. Okay, so we're going to get into our second series of class. So for this series, we're gonna need a ball and a set of weights. The weights are gonna be like on the outer edges of your mat, near kind of the top of the mat. And we're gonna start with the ball underneath the right shin, and we're gonna be in a bear hug. We're here. Hands down on that mat, tucking those left toes under. I'm gonna start by rolling that ball underneath that right leg, in and out here. If this is a little bit too much for you, you can always drop that left knee down on the mat, lifting it back up when we're ready. Pushing through those hands, you wanna have a nice flat back. We're gonna add on here in 5 seconds. Feel the burn in that left leg. 4, shoulders are on. You have 3, 2, on 1. Meet with knees side by side. Can you tuck your right toes under now too? Now I'm gonna extend that left leg all the way straight, but I'm gonna keep my right shin on that ball to hold that ball in place. Then I'm gonna bring myself back down and hit that bear hover. Up, up, up. Down, down, down. Lift. To lower. We're here for 5. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Can you step that left foot back? Can you roll that ball leg back as well? The ball is going to be underneath that right shin. You're in your plank, we're here. Now, I'm going to roll that ball leg all the way forward and through, clearing that ball underneath me. Now my heel is on the ball, my toes are on the mat. I'm going to grab my weights and I'm going to come up and I'm going to hit a row. Here, row, hands come back down. Option to keep holding onto the weights or option to let go and set those hands down. Ball rolls back. Rolling ball all the way back through. Heel drops, hit that row, down, back out. Pull, here, this, and out. We have 5. 4. Can you stay up there in 3, 2, on 1, roll it all the way up and through. Here, holding in that lunge, let's hit those rows. Up and down. You have 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, and step it forward. Now, from here, I'm gonna bring that left leg beside my right. My weights are gonna hang low. I go down, back up for my squat. I have to have a tight core to protect that low back. Gaze is down and out in front of me. We have 5. 4 seconds. Arms get involved in 3, 2, and 1. Can you press those arms to the sky? Hands come back down, low. Straight up, and back down. And down. Hit this for 5. In 4. You have 3, 2, on 1, let's hang low and pulse it out. Little up, little down. 4, 5. In 4. You have 3, in 2, and 1. Done that side. Okay. That's one side. Taking a break. Grabbing your sip of water. You're gonna meet me down on the mat. We're gonna do the same thing other side. Weights are back out at the edge of the mat. This time my ball's gonna be underneath my left shin. I'm in that bear hugger. Getting ready to do it, I'm gonna start rolling that left leg back and in with that ball. For your mod if you need, let's drop that right into the floor. Keep it up if you can. You're here for 5, 4 seconds, 3, 2, on 1, lead it back. Can you tuck the left toes under as you would extend that left leg straight? Bring it back up and hold. Can you tuck those left toes under as you extend that right leg straight? And back down and in. Up. And in. Five seconds. In 4. Keep that ball in place. You have 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down. Sending those legs back behind me. You're in a plank position. You have that ball underneath your left shin. We pull that ball in all the way through. Step. Heels down. Grab weights. Hitting that row. Hands come back down. Let's send that ball back out behind us. Pulling it in. Step. To hit the row. Back down. And out. Bring it in, step, row, and out. When I hit that row, I'm trying to keep my body off the squat. I'm not like laying down here, I'm up. Row your arms back, release, hands hit, back out, all the way out. Keep that bum low. Back through to step, row, hands hit, legs out. We're in this for 5, 4 seconds, 3, you have 2, and 1. Hold high, just row, release, row to release for 5. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping that right foot forward in line with your left. All right, we're gonna hit that squat. Arms hang, you're down and up. lower, 2 lift. We have 5, 4, 3 seconds, let's add the arms in 2, and 1. Arms up, press, back down, 2 squat, up, 2 press, back down, 2 squat. 5 seconds. In 4, 3, let's pulse in 2, and 1, we pulse it down. You have 5. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, done. Whew. Set those weights down. Take your break, sip of water. Okay. Last series here, we're gonna do a little leg and arm burner. You're gonna grab that block. It's gonna be up in front of you here, right? So it's gonna be on the block. I'm grabbing my weights. They're gonna go behind my head. So I'm gonna be hitting a tricep extension while I come to stand from my lunge. My right heel needs to be on the block. Left foot can step back behind me. I'm down in my lunge. As I rise up, I extend those arms. As I go down in my lunge, I bend. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Keeping my elbows tucked in nice and tight so I'm hitting my tris. We're going to add on in 5. 4, let's stay tall in 3, 2, on 1. Second layer, I just stay standing, hitting that tricep extension. And up. You're here for 5. 4 seconds. 3, 2, on 1, elbow stay bent. I hit the lunge to stand. Lunge to stand. You have 5, 4, 3 seconds. 2, on 1, we finish with pulses. You have 5. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Whew. Okay, that's one side. We're gonna go in, hit the other side, exact same thing. 3 layers, hit that pulse at the end. Okay. Last bit. This time, left leg's forward, grabbing those weights, hands are behind head. You hit the lunge and the tricep extension with those narrow arms. Foot goes back. Don't fall over though. Oh my goodness, my balance. Foot goes back, here we are. Down, arms dip, up to stand. And up. Dropping that back knee low. I keep my elbows in nice and tight. I'm here for 5. 4 seconds. Let's stay standing in 3, 2, and 1. Just dip those arms to extend. Dip and extend. Just for 5. 4 seconds. Arms are going to stay bent in 3, 2, and 1. Lunge to stand. Arms are extra tired this time because they already worked. The only thing that changed is your footing. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit that pulse for 5. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, wow. Okay, that's done. Thank God. Weights down. Set the weight aside. Set the block aside. I can't even talk right now. Blocks aside. Meeting me down on that mat. We're going to stretch. We're down on the mat. Legs are crossed. I'm going to walk those hands all the way out in front of me here. Reaching for the top of the mat. With my fingertips. Maybe adding that little rock in here side to side. Feeling that nice stretch through your back, through your shoulders, in your triceps. Let's roll all the way up. I'm going to extend my legs straight out in front of me, flexing my feet. I'm going to forward fold over those legs, knee to nose. Feeling a stretch here in the back of my legs, feeling it in my back, maybe in my arms a little bit here. Bringing that up and in. Can you cross your legs? You're going to shoot those hands out in front of you, feet float out back behind you. You're going to send it up into a downward dog, bum to sky here. We're going to start to pedal out those heels, stretching out the backs of those legs. On that inhale, right leg goes up to the sky. Holding here, my right hip is stacked over my left. Maybe I waterfall that leg over to the side for a deeper stretch. Maybe I leave it straight up in the sky. Feeling the stretch in the back of the left leg, in the front of the right. The right foot comes down. Left leg goes up. Left hip is stacked over the right. Maybe waterfall that left leg. Foot goes down, floating into your full plank. Lowering yourself all the way down to the mat. Pushing up through those hands. Opening through your front here. Can you shift your bum back, hitting that child's pose, bums on heels? I'm going to bring my hands into prayer above my head. My hands are reaching all the way back towards my bum. Feel the stretch in your triceps. And from here, I roll all the way up. Tailbone to head. Head's the last thing that comes up. Inhale, both those arms come up to the sky. Hands go into prayer. Exhale, bring it down, heart center. Okay, we're all done. That's all for today. If you guys have anything that you'd like to see more of, you can leave it in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.